So before me, I have my latest purchase from Amazon. I actually got this on Amazon Prime Day because it was an amazing deal. Now you may be wondering what this is if I haven't already put it in the title, but this is the Phillips HUE Gradient Strip. It's the 2 meter long strip, and I actually have two of these. You can kind of see the box next to me, the other one. It was on an incredible discount at 50% off. I believe it was like £68 down from whatever that is times 2 essentially. But I'm really excited to do this because I wanted to add a second strip of lights behind me, and I was just going to get the normal ones that I got before, which is like the base model Phillips HUE. But as these were on such a good deal, it made sense to just get these, and they're gradient as well, which is really cool, so I can do some more stuff with my lighting. In today's video, we're going to get on to unboxing these. So here's the box, everyone. It's actually a really nice box. It's very compact. It pretty much just feels exactly the right size for what you're getting. It doesn't really have like loads of excess packaging. It's just got two little seals on the side here, which I will hopefully quickly open. They say HUE on them. And when you open it up, you get this sort of piece of paper, and then you get a small pack here, which again, I think is some more detailed instructions essentially. I think there's like a safety manual in there and another brief setup guide. Then what you do is you actually have to pull this section out from the middle here, and this gives you all of your sort of apparatus, like the plug. And what's really great about Phillips HUE is, as I'll show you in a moment, the plug has two different types, so you can use it for both the American, European I think it is, and the UK plugs. I'll use this one, but I'm not actually going to click it in fully, but it's so easy to use. You literally just slide whichever one is for you in there, and then that is the plug that sits on the wall. So obviously this is a 3-pin one. I'm going to slide that onto the plug piece and then shove that back in the box. You get the wire in there, as you can see. It's actually quite a long wire as well. I'm going to try not to unravel the whole thing. There's actually a very slight difference you might be able to see there, but one hole is slightly bigger, and that one goes into the plug, and the other end goes into this sort of adapter, if you will. And essentially, it's got two sticky pads on it as well. You can see with the 3M tape there, it's got two sticky pads, and you put that in a hidden place if you can, wherever you are near connecting your power source, and you put the plug power source into one end, and then, as we will now pull out, a very nicely packed 2 meter long gradient cable. And what again is another feature and upgrade about this one as opposed to the other ones, I believe partially because it's newer, the sticky tape was just designed a lot better. So when you take the sticky tape off this, it peels off in nice sections, and I feel like the sticky tape actually works, whereas on the old ones it just didn't seem to work as well. On the base model ones, you can see all of the little LED lights, whereas the gradient strip, as you can see, it's got like the misting, if you will, on the covering, and it feels really nice and malleable and strong. It's like a soft light it provides essentially, as opposed to a harsh light, and you may see that later. But basically, take the sticky back off, the adhesive sticks onto it. I think you need a smooth surface predominantly for the sticky back to work best, and then you would plug these two in together and just turn your power on. So I'm going to get to work setting these up, and then hopefully I will show you guys a little bit of how I do it and then what the finished product looks like, so stay tuned. Okay, so we have taken the old light strip down, and a couple things. So first of all, I did just notice this piece of card actually shows you how to extend your cable. Okay, the next thing is that the actual instruction manual is indeed in that small pack. And the third thing, which I found really interesting, I thought these would be like the same in the way that these two are, because they're really similar at least. So the connection pieces that go into those little ports, the new one is actually like a little bit thinner and more compact than the old one. So unfortunately, for all you guys wondering out there, you can't like sort of just interchange them. You have to change the whole port, the whole thing. So, and the last thing was what they look like together. So as you can see, the gradient strip is much more of a softer misted light, and this is much more of like a harsh light. You can see the LED there, and I think probably a couple more as you go down. These are going to be the lovely final addition to the Lego room. So I'm going to get on with placing those now. So I've got the adapters set up for both of the leads, and I actually have this extension lead now. Reason being is because unfortunately I only actually have 2 plug sockets there, and I am going to have to use 2 separate plug sockets because they're 2 separate gradient strip lights. And the reason I did that is because I didn't want to have a link between them, essentially like an extension, because it would have to run down one of the sides. So they're just 2 strips. But I really like my Star Wars sign being in this corner. I think it's like a nice little addition in the background, so I want to keep it there, and the only way to do that is an extension lead. So as you guys can see, I've just finished off setting up the first set of lights, and I'm gonna be honest, that was so much easier than I thought it was gonna be. Essentially, I've got the wire running down there. It carries on round there, around the back, and you can just see already how lovely that soft lighting shell of the light strip actually affects it. It just looks so nice, and when it turned on, it gave this really cool little light show. And it just stuck so well. Anyway, I'm going to try and get on with doing the second set before I go to sleep tonight. Unfortunately, I probably am going to have to pull these back off, so you guys are in for another time lapse. First opinion, guys, straight off the bat, this looks absolutely sick. I could not have asked this to turn out any better. When I bought the gradient strips, I knew they were going to be good because I looked at some reviews, but I didn't realize they were going to be this good. Like in the backdrop of my videos, this is going to look mad. I'm literally recording this straight after fitting them. First look, I'm really glad I went with them. I'm definitely happy they were on half price, I'll be honest. And I think that like soft lighting coating on the actual light strip really helps soften the light as well. It's actually still quite close to the wall. It's gonna be mad for the future update, guys. I'm gonna get the Lego sets back on the shelves, and then we'll do a little outro video and a small review. So guys, this is the Phillips HUE Gradient Strip. This is the box. I wanted to keep one of them to show you guys. There's a bit of information on the back here, which is actually really interesting. Shows you just how wide the variety and big the range is of these lights, like 16 million different colors here, including anything you can pretty much think of, all controlled by the Bluetooth app. It is absolutely fantastic. And also on the Bluetooth app, I've just been playing around with it a bit myself. As you can see in the background, these are actually different to the colors that you've just seen in the shot previously. And that's because I'm trying out Tokyo Evening, or whatever it's called. And the really cool thing about the Bluetooth app and the gradient strips is that you can actually choose different scenes that they have, like presets. There's a whole bunch of them, which is really cool, and many more, depending on what mood or sort of backdrop that you really want. And you can also obviously customize them yourself and save the scenes. It's just fantastic. All in all, I'm really glad that I bought them. If I'm honest with you, I don't think they're worth full price. I would definitely try and get these on a discount, but then again, I try and get pretty much anything on a discount that I buy if I can anyway, or some kind of deal. And As you guys can see, they do look really cool. I'm so happy that I've now got both of the top levels lit up as well. Anyway, I really hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Obviously, if you did, please consider hitting that big red button down below, checking out the rest of the channel for more content, and obviously staying up to date for future videos. Keep that bell icon on. I'll see you guys very shortly in the next video. I really hope you have a fantastic day. As always, I'll see you next time. Peace.